Finding a theme. Suppose there's a restaurant with no sign. You walk in. People are eating pasta with tomato sauce. It's Italian, yummy. You say. You found the theme on the basis of details. Dig in. Accessibility.
Owen, Pam, and Yi are writing a paper about natural gas. It's a big topic, and they need to put the pieces together.
I'm reading a blog by a doctor in California who lives near this huge natural gas leak. She's really concerned about people's long-term health.
I'm reading an article about that leak too. It says there was a protest at the state capitol yesterday. People are demanding that they shut down that natural gas storage facility.
I'm watching a news report from Washington, D.C. There is a bill before Congress to change how the natural gas industry is regulated.
The group discusses the details they've gathered. These details they have found are all related to natural gas. After talking it over, the group puts together the pieces. They arrive at their central idea. Citizen concerns about natural gas safety are leading to a demand for greater government regulations. That's how you put the pieces together.
Seeing what's important. To understand the important ideas in a piece of writing, you analyze the evidence in the work's textual details. From the details, you make inferences about the author's ideas. To learn more about the process, explore this video. Accessibility.
Hi, it's Lewis. The theme of a narrative is the overall message that the author wants to communicate. The central idea is like the theme, but you look for different text evidence to find it. Finding the theme of a narrative is a little like camping. Sometimes the author explicitly states a theme and does some of the work for you. This would be like camping in a cabin. Sometimes you have to look for the theme by understanding evidence from the text. It's like camping in a tent. You have to do a little more work, bring the right gear, and have some know-how. As you read to find the theme or central idea in a text, think about what evidence leads you to the message. Let's look more closely. To Build a Fire by Jack London is about a man's journey across a frozen land. The topic is right on the page, survival, but we need to look closely to find the theme. The theme is more complex. The theme is the author's message and cannot be expressed in one or two words alone. Let's start by looking at the main character's actions and thoughts. The man chooses to travel alone in harsh winter conditions, despite warnings not to. He does not respect what the extreme cold can do. After breaking through the ice and getting wet, the man builds a fire. But snow from a tree falls and puts it out. This is an important event. Understanding how characters change can offer evidence to help find the theme. The man realizes that he should have listened to the warnings to not travel alone. The conflict and its resolution are usually closely tied to the theme. The man understands that he cannot survive in these conditions and accepts his fate that he will die. All of this text evidence leads us to understand the theme. Humans cannot control nature. The central idea is like the theme, but you will find it in informational text, such as narrative nonfiction. The central idea might be stated, or it could be implied. Let's find the central idea in Into the Wild by John Krakauer by looking at the text details, including reasons. Reasons might include the reasons for events, or the reasons why the author wrote the text. Text details also include facts. Facts answer questions surrounding who, what, where, when, why, and how. Lastly, we can look at descriptions. Descriptions provide more detail about the stated ideas and events. Using these and other details, we can find the central idea. Because it is not stated directly, we must infer it. Finding evidence as you read can help you uncover unstated themes and central ideas. Just be prepared to use the right reading tools to get the job done.
Key concept. Both literature and informational texts contain ideas the author wants to convey. In literature, a major idea is called a theme. In informational text, it is called a central idea. Taking a closer look at both, you'll find similarities and differences. Begin by reviewing some keywords. Flip.
Central idea. Central means related to the center. Example. Imagine a magazine article entitled Teens Texting Driving a Deadly Mix. The central idea is stated in the title. Teenagers who text while driving may be putting their lives and the lives of others at risk. Theme. Example. In a science fiction story, people struggle to live in spaceships that orbit what is left of Earth after a nuclear war. The book was written in the 1950s, and its theme conveys the warning that nuclear weapons have the potential to destroy the planet and humanity. Evidence. In a court case, there may be evidence to support one side or the other. Example. Claim. Abigail Adams was one of the foremost female advocates for American independence. Evidence. In dozens of letters Adams writes to her husband John and other advocates for freedom, she expresses strong feelings about American independence. Inference. Infer comes from a Latin word that means to bring in. Example. After looking at the empty pizza boxes and crumbled napkins, not to mention the pile of empty soda cans, I inferred that my brother had invited his friends over for dinner after baseball practice. Textual evidence. Imagine pointing at a text and saying, "There's the proof." Example. The author of this poem seems to have a negative view of love. The author uses words like shatter and destroy. The poem includes images of devastation in describing his life after his loved one betrays him. The sentences cite textual evidence, such as specific words and images used in a poem. Topic. Subject. Example. Chapter topics in a book about caring for cats might include feeding, grooming, healthcare, and exercise.